everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and I'm back to a game I haven't recorded in a couple of years, but it's still in my collection, and it's coming back to crowdfunding. This is Millennium Blades from level 99. And disclaimer that they sent me the original review copy that I covered. I haven't gotten anything since then, but this is still that review copy. And I'm going to try out something different this time. This has the solo co-op mode that comes in some of the sets. I'm going to do a tournament series in that solo co-op mode, trying to survive as long as I can. You gotta beat 4 bosses in a row, and they get harder and harder. We'll see how I do. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our podcast for reviews and design discussions, or join the conversation and come and say hi on our Discord. So if you haven't seen Millennium Blades before, it's one of the weirdest themes in a game I've ever seen. You are buying and selling cards as though you are players in a fake TCG, like CCG Magic the Gathering style game. You are buying and selling cards to create combos, but also to build the best deck you can in this like buying and selling phase. And then you go into a tournament where you're playing your cards to resolve different abilities and fighting with the other players and trying to end up with the most points. And that'll get you victory points. And after one game or however many games you want to play through, you see who the winner is. But like I mentioned, this has a solo co-op mode that was in, I think, 2 different expansions. I think Collusion and something else. So they'll have their own co-op boss pack, and you can play up to 4 players against them. It all balances for your player count. I'm going to try this out solo. And again, this is an ongoing tournament. So the first fight is just a straight-up fight. If I win that, they'll get 10 free points, and I'll have to fight a different boss, and then 20 free points, and then finally 30 free points if I win everything. Even if I lose the first one, I'm still going to show you the second one, just so you see enough of the game. But hey, if I make it all the way to 3 or 4, that'll be awesome. I'll show you that too. Now, to keep things snappy and interesting, because the buying and selling phase is real-time and pretty chaotic and hard to really talk through, when I did my last video on the channel, I did sort of a cobbled-together non-real-time mode, like turn-based mode. But what I'm going to do this time is just take all that off camera. So I'll give you a little setup before I do the card building, deck building phase, show you what the boss has, show you like what I'm working with. And then after all of that is done, I'll show you what my final deck is and do the fight. So the fights will be the main part of this video, just to make sure you understand. So for my starting deck, which hopefully I won't have almost anything of, they have a whole bunch of them. And I'm doing one that is heavily focused on the Earth type here. You see they all have this tree. So I have a lot of cards that gain points for having Earth cards. My deck, you can have 1 deck you bring with you. Scores 8 points for each Earth card in my tableau. So yeah, this is just an Earth heavy deck. I've also got a little card protector to keep me from being messed with by the enemy. So that's what I'm starting with. And then I'm going against Return of the Druid Kings. So their deck, this is always the same. It's just a number of points. So they're going to get 75 points for free, plus whatever else they can earn. They're going to have 2 of these 4 accessories, and I'll get to see these as I deck build, so I'll know a bit. But like this one makes them stronger at clashing. Clashing is when you have your cards fight each other. This is a very clash-heavy deck, so I have to have some way to deal with that. And then, yeah, a lot of their cards make people clash. They have very high star values, which is what you use when your cards fight each other in a clash. And yeah, they just get a ton of bonuses and a ton of fighting. So we'll see how things go. I just need to try to survive their fights, I guess. And you get to pick a character as well, and they have co-op versions of each character. So my power during the deck building, this is kind of fun. The beginning of the deck building phase, randomly take a single card, well, single is a type of card, from the boss deck and put it into your binder. You may use it in your deck. That's kind of cool. And yeah, Captain Cheetar. Let's see who I got. Archdruid Ascendant Elko. Ongoing power. When one of your other cards will be flipped, flip this card instead. When this card is flipped, each opponent must discard a card at random. Okay, that's kind of cool. I mean, there are other cards I might have liked. I'm not even sure if I'll use that on my deck, but at least they don't have it. But the rest I'll take off camera, and I'll check back in with you after I have finished doing my deck building thing after 20 minutes or so. And we'll see what combos I ended up with. All right, so here we are 20 stressful minutes later. I'm not feeling great about the deck I built. But first, let's talk about what came out for the Druid King. So they're going to get 75 points at the end of the entire tournament. That's what score means. It's a score phase. And then they're also going to get, or I'm going to lose points equal to twice the highest star card in my tableau, which means I don't want to have high stars. But then whenever whenever they play a card, sorry, you refers to them, each other player must flip a card down with a lower star value than the card you played. So I get punished for having high stars, and I get punished for, yeah, for having low stars. So it's not great. All right, but as for me, I'm going to try something a little bit goofy. So this is from the Legend of Zelda-ish set, and my deck box has assorted small keys. You can include 2 additional singles in your deck. Usually, even though you're going to play up to 6 cards, you can only have 8, so I have 10. And then I gain 40 points if my tableau contains fewer than 6 singles. So if I played 5 cards instead of 6, I'll get 40 points, is kind of what I'm going for. And I do have some cards. I've got Master Hero Lincoln lets me discard cards from my hand. I think I had one more. And didn't, yes, the level 1 Slime will have me discard a card. Crud, was that it? So that's 4 cards discarded, which would leave me with 6. Crud, do I need to not have one of these? Yeah, well, here, I can choose to bring only 9 cards. Right, and then discarding 4. So what do I want to get rid of? I don't think she's going to really score for me. See, I'll get rid of her. Okay, so I got these 9. And I didn't show you Captain Cheetar's other side ability. I have 2 actions in my turn. So normally you have to play a single every turn. You must if able. And then you can use an action before or after you play your single. But here I have a second one that I can use over and over again. I can swap the position of 2 cards in my tableau and gain points equal to the star of the lower one up to 10. You can't swap a card with a top effect, which none of my cards have. So I'm hoping to get out like 2 really big people quickly, like maybe Tia, this dragon, or Grimoire Advice, or Knight Captain Malcolm, who's just a 10 and nothing else, and just swap them back and forth every turn for a good number of points. Okay, I'm going to get 40 if I only play 5 cards. I've got 2 cards that'll prevent flipping, prevent a card in your tableau from being flipped, and same thing again. So that will save me twice from their ring, I guess. And if I play my lower cost people later, or just discard them, that should be fine. So, I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. Oh, and I forgot, the meta, these are randomly determined as the timed phase goes on. If I have at least 1 fire card face up at the end of the battle, I'll get 15 points, and same with at least 1 citizen card. I think fire is my best one. Where is it? Yeah, so my big 10-star person is a fire person, and then I think I had a citizen. So a thief is a citizen. Ah, there we go, that guy. So I got 2 citizens. The 7-star one is more likely to survive. Okay, we'll see how things go, and I'll kind of talk you through more of the rules. All right, and I take the first turn. So I want to get out high-star people and start using them soon. So maybe Knight Captain Malcolm right off the bat. And then, where's my 9 guy? When I play him, I gain 10 points. We're trying to get the most points by the end of the tournament phase. And then if he gets flipped by an effect, he can get me 10 more points. So yeah, maybe I play Malcolm now, and then on my next turn I play the 9 guy. That way if they attack me, and whenever they clash, remember they're going to be attacking me a lot, they attack the rightmost card in the row. So with my swapping power, I should be able to keep Malcolm on the right, and that should help me not get clashed as much. Okay, so I'm playing Malcolm first, and I'm not using any actions because the only one they have would have to swap cards, and clearly I can't. Okay, and then they are playing Court Myth Pegasus. Okay, so it's a 6-star. Play. All players clash. Each player did not have a higher clash value than you must flip a card. So clashing is rightmost to rightmost. So it's 6 versus 10 right now. So the person who started the clash is first. You reveal a random card. They got to 9. Clearly not going to be higher. And I got to 16. 10 plus 6. Nice. And whenever they play a card, each other player must flip a card with lower star. That doesn't apply here. So cool. We survived their first turn. But we haven't actually gotten any points yet, whereas they have 75 coming at the end. Okay, so let's start fixing that problem. So I'll play my Grimoire Advice. When I play them, I get my first 10. Beautiful. And then if they get flipped, bad things will happen. Okay, and then as an action, I can swap the position of 2 cards in my tableau and gain points equal to the lower star value. So that's 9 for the Grimoire. Now, I guess if I keep on swapping Malcolm, then I'm not going to always get 9. I'll get lower values. But still, it's something. I'm at 19. All right, and they are playing Court Mount Tony. Tony the Tiger. So they're playing a 7, but I have a 9 and a 10, so nothing gets flipped. All players clash. Each player did not have a higher clash value than you. Oh, who did not? They misprinted that. Loses 10. Okay, so I'll lose 10 points if I don't win the clash. So there's 7 plus 5, 12. I'm 10 plus 6, 16. Fine. But I can't forget that this friggin' thing is going to make me lose 20 points currently because it's double my highest star value. Okay, so now what do I want to play? So when one of your other cards would be flipped, flip this card instead, and then she would force them to discard a card. And then if I use my slime, remember I already stole a card from them, so normally each player has 8 cards, and they can play 6. So I stole a card, they're down to 7. If she gets flipped and makes them discard another card, they'll be down to 6. And then if I play my slime, then they'll be down to 5, and they won't get to play more than 5 cards either. Okay. So let's see. Let's do the slime next. 6 is pretty good. Even if he gets flipped, it's not a big deal. Or should I do the girl? I mean, it's fine. Okay, so I'll go and do this slime. So it says play. Each player must discard a card simultaneously. I'm going to get 7 points per different type discarded this way. So, I mean, who do I definitely not want to play? I don't think she's going to do anything good for me, and I've got the other guy to get the citizen bonus. Okay, I'll discard her, and it's a type. So type is citizen, so I'm discarding a citizen. And they're discarding a myth. Oh man, that was like their weakest card. Great. So I get 7 per different type. So I get 14. Gets me to 33. All right. And then I'll use my power to swap, and that gets me 6, the lower value. So I'm at 39. Doing good. All right, and oh my gosh, 12 stars. After you play your next card, all players clash. Each player who did not have a higher clash value than you must discard a card of their choice, then discard it. Oh my gosh, if I lose the clash, I have to discard 2 cards. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. But that doesn't happen yet. We're not clashing yet. Now, he did play, whenever you play a card, each other player must flip a card with a lower star value than the card you play, which is 12. Oh, and if I flip this guy, I lose 10. So let's flip the Grimoire, right? Yeah, it's neither of the things I need for the meta. So if I flip, I choose when I can discard this card to my binder. Oh, that would also help me have fewer than the number of cards. Or I can gain 10. Well, I'd rather gain 10. Okay, so that got me 10 more points. Thanks. So he's about to clash with me. Clearly, I need to keep the Knight Captain there. So this one's going to score equal to all my Earth cards its own bind if it survives, which is only 8. But I also get to swap it for 8 points. Lincoln is one that I need to discard a bunch of cards. You card up to 3 cards from your hand to gain points equal to their star value. And then put a star token on this guy for each card discarded this way, so his value would go up. So that seems pretty good. I do want to get the Archdruid out to make him discard another card, and also I guess protect the slime from being attacked. So sure, let's play her right now, and then swap her with Malcolm. So that's going to get me 5 more points. I'm up to 54. Now I really got to hope I win this next clash. So remember, after you play your next card, we all clash. Oh, court. Okay, it's only a 6. Next, after you play your next card, each player loses 20 points. Give me a frigid... I knew that was coming. I gotta remember the cards I saw. I wish I had a way to flip that guy, but I don't. All right, but anyway, we're going to clash. So if I lose, I have to discard 2 cards, which I do not want to do. So they get 5 up to 11, and I'm 10 plus 9. I'm definitely clashing well. I know, I just realized I should... this is going to be my last play if I want to do this right. Otherwise, I'll not get my 40-point bonus. Okay, so I guess I'm playing Mystical Hearing Lincoln. I'm going to discard all 3 of my leftover cards, and I get points equal to their star value. So 12, 19 gets me to 60, 73. Okay, and then he gets plus 3 stars. So he's a 9. And then I'll use my action to swap him and get me 9. So that takes me to 82. Feeling maybe I can make this. Maybe I'll win. Although I actually made him discard the card that I want him to do. All right, so after he plays the next card, we lose 20. So we're losing 20. And then ongoing. The start of each of your turns, each other player must flip a card in their tableau. Oh, that's actually good. That's good. But first, we do lose 20 from that guy. So we go down to 62. All right, now I no longer have cards, so I pass. But that's okay, because watch this. At the start of his turn, before he plays his last card, each other player must flip a card in their tableau. I get to choose, and I'm not going to... It's funny, I didn't actually use my deck protectors. I'm going to flip this. When it's flipped, each opponent must discard a card at random, which means they never get to play this guy. Oh, which would have just given us a clash at the start of each turn, so that wouldn't really help them much anyway. All right, and I think that's it. So let's go to the scoring phase. I've got no scoring effects here. Oh, and by the way, I couldn't, when I had to pass because I couldn't play a card, I couldn't have used an action to like swap my characters. And then I gain 40 if my tableau contains fewer than 6 singles. So I'm going up to 102. But then I'm losing points equal to twice the highest star. So that's 20. I'm going down to 82. And we already resolved that. Oh, crud. Hold on. I would have had to flip somebody at some point. When with lower stars, that's a 6 and a 6, which my slime was not lower than. It might have meant that I could have flipped my girl a little bit earlier. So the discarded card might have been different, but it would have been about the same effect. All right, but then they get 75 since there's one player. Yes. So 75 versus 82. Jeez Louise. That was close. And keep in mind, if I'd fought that boss in round 2 that I'm about to do, they get plus 10 for each round you've played. So I would have lost 85 to 82. So I keep all my stuff. I'm going to get $30 more. I'm going to try to deck build better. Let's meet our next boss, though. I do want to see that. We're going to go against the World Warriors. It's like Street Fighter or something. So we still get 75, although now again it'll be 85. See what their accessories they might get. Ongoing, you have an additional single slot in your tableau for each 100 points you have. What? Oh man, they can play like 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 cards? Real estate, you have 2 additional single slots. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was wondering, their deck is huge, so they're just going to play a billion cards. Other players have 1 less slot in their tableau. Ongoing, you have an additional single slot in your tableau for each citizen. Okay, so all these just give them more space to play cards and me fewer. So then what the heck do their cards look like? Play, gain 30 points for each opponent. Ongoing, gain 10 anytime an opponent gains 10 outside of their turn. Gain 5 for each card in the opponent's binder, which is like the cards you didn't use. Gain 10 for each face down card in the opponent's tableau. Okay, so these are just, they just get points for random crap. Oh man, how can I even predict this? Gain 10 points for each myth. So I don't want to hyper focus, I guess, unless I have ways to flip their cards down. That would be okay. But yeah, I totally don't need any of my like flipping protection. My discard powers aren't going to make almost any difference because they have a billion cards anyway, more than they'll ever need. So what I really need, I guess, is just a way to score some points. So this is definitely not the deck for that. We'll go into deck building mode again and see if we can figure out a way to oppose this. All right, everyone. So we're going to battle 2 after some more deck building. I actually finished a little bit early this time because I got a lot of cards that I think go together well. I'm feeling kind of confident this time, which probably means I'm going to lose horribly. Also, I probably already put a note at the previous play, but I forgot to do the metagame. There's an entire chance that I lost that. I guess past me will know for sure which way it went. Because I don't remember if I had both of them, and if I didn't and they had both of them, then I definitely lost. But whatever. For now, the new metagame is having a mage and having a water is both worth 15. I'm not going to forget this time. And we got kind of lucky, I got to say, with this first accessory. Other players have 1 less single slot in their tableaus. Well, that means that suddenly my deck box, if your tableau contains fewer than 6 singles, which I literally won't be able to play, it's going to be easy to get 40 points, right? And then real estate, they have 2 additional single slots in their tableau. So they're going to play 8 cards. And again, their deck is huge. I can't do anything about it, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So none of this change. Let's see. Some things I have. Something I still have. So I think I had this thief who didn't play her last time. She can just get me some play points. And I still have linking because I want to discard a bunch of cards. He's going to be for playing here. I have like players and scores. Let me show you. So play. Who's the other? This one's 30 if I play her, but I need to have both a tree and a gear already out. So the thief can give me the tree, the dragon can give me the tree, the book can give me the tree, and probably her. I really like her. She can give me the tree. And then I think I had a way to get the gear. Crud, did I not have? Oh, yes. Okay, this princess can get me the tree. The gear. Okay, so then this guy's a play effect, although I'm probably not going to use it. Sky, Master of the Clock Blade. Each other player may lose 15 points. If they cannot or choose not to, they have to flip a card, and then it'll score 15 if they don't get flipped. So I'm thinking like if they have a really nasty card that has an ongoing power, but I feel like all of those are just play effects immediate. So that might not ever get used. I just wanted to have it as like a oh crud option. But here's like kind of the heart of these 3 cards really are the heart of my strategy because I'm only going to play 5 cards, remember? So these ones can get me a decent number of points if I play them. And then this one, she turns everyone who's next to her on both sides into herself in that they give 20 points at the end of the round. But if they get flipped, they flip like everybody. So that's terrible. And then this guy copies the score effect of a card to its left, which could be to get 20 points. And then she scores 20 points, and she can put a cell marker on a card, which will turn it into herself and score 20 points. So my hope is that I get 5 face-up cards, score 100 points, plus like 30 if I can play her, plus I kept some really high values to discard for Link. So I'm hoping I get like, what would that be? 100, 160. Like I'm hoping I get like 100, like 200 with this thing and just blast them. Just destroy them. That's the plan, at least. Okay, cool. So I have to play first. And the really weird one is her, because she's going to turn like their other effects into nothing. And I'm not sure if she gets rid of their play effects. I think like maybe she does. So maybe I should like play somebody first that I want to get a play bonus. Now this one's only good if they're beating me, which they aren't yet. And this one flips a card, which I don't want to do yet. Maybe I'll just like do Lincoln first. Or maybe I do want to like get her out, which means I need to play. I want to play her later. I can play her after I play Lincoln. Okay, so yeah, let's do. Well, but I don't know what to discard for Lincoln yet, right? Well, no, I'm definitely discarding those guys. Okay, sure. So I'll play a Lincoln. I can discard up to 3 cards. I'll discard my 3 big uns here. So that's 27 points. 27 points. And Lincoln goes up to a 9-star in case they have some attack that I didn't notice. Those are gone. Still got some options for later. Good to go for my first turn. And then for them, don't forget that it's going to go for a while. The people gain 10 for each citizen in the opponent's tableau, which is 0. That worked out great. Useless. So these are going to be more nasty as I play more cards, and the fact, again, that I'm only playing 5 is going to be in some ways good for me. Oh, and clearly I couldn't use my chieftain thing. Okay, so now let's do... Which one did I want to do next? I want to get her played, so I wanted to do the princess. Okay, so I'm going to place a cell marker on a card in any player's tableau. I'll pick my own, so boop, and becomes an exact copy of this card. So now they are, so it's literally just another Princess Grace. But during the score phase, it's going to become a, exact copy. Well, I guess it still has +3 though, and she has 6, so that's fine. And then I will swap them, which is going to get me 6 more points, up to 33. And now I just need to play somebody with a tree like Welshie here to get her out, right? All right, but what are they doing? Gain 10 for each water in the opponent's tableau, and they did get the water boost, which I don't have yet. 10 for each water, which is none. So far, this is great. Of course, they're going to play 6 more, so that's not beating anything yet. Okay, so I can't play her yet until I get... Okay, if I put her down, then he'll become a copy of her, or at least also have the 20 scoring effect instead of 20 scoring, so that's kind of all the same. But I can use my swapping ability. So yeah, let's do that. Play her down, and then I'm going to use my captain to do that, which will get me 8 victory points, because she has an 8. So that gets me to 41. And now she's turning both of them into her, so if they get flip, it's bad, but it would score me. They all have 20 scoring points. But, yeah, I mean, I'm going to try to move things around in a second. But now I have a plant, and I have a gear, so I can play her to get my 30 in a second, and then like move Welsie to turn her into Welsie, which would definitely be good because then she would get me 30 immediately and 20 during the scoring phase. Yes. All right. And the bee. Oh, gosh. That is a reference to the infamous, what is it? The Wicker Man remake. The bees, not the bees. Clash with a player with the most points. That's me. The loser loses 50. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I have 9. I'm 2 ahead. Thank God Lincoln, Link is to the right. So it's 7 versus 9. All right, so they're first. Oh my gosh. Hey, it's Little Mac from Punch Out. But no, that's 15. I need to get, what? I have 9. I need to get a 6 to tie. I forget what happens at that's not it. Come on, Aladdin. Oh, he's not even like a fun version of Aladdin. He's just Aladdin. Gosh darn it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so what? I lose 50 points? All right, well, thank God I got a lot of ways to score, and they've got nothing, so I should still be okay. Okay, so let's do what I planned. I'll play Gem Cluster. Can only play it because I have a gear and a forest. What is that? Earth and Construct. There we go. So I'll do that. And when I play it, I get 30. So back on the board. And then I'm going to swap... so, I mean, he's already turned into a 20 by his little token. So let's get Gem Cluster next to her. Swap the position of 2 cards in your tableau. And then I swapped a 9 and a 6, so I get 6. Okay, so I'm at 36. And now she's turning her into a score 20. Score 20, score 20, score 20, score 20. So everyone's scoring 20, and then if I play him, I should score another 20, right? That's how it should work. And then they're going to Darkness. Play. Gain 10 for each dark in my pile, which is none. All right, this is going great. Going great. Okay, so this is my last play. Which is better? So they couldn't lose 15, so they'd have to flip somebody, but that doesn't really matter. Now, so I'll do this guy. Okay, so copy a score effect on a card in the immediate left, which would be the 20 score that he's copying from Princess. Okay, that's good. And then I won't be able to play anymore because I lost that slot. So I'm going to score my deck. So yeah, I think everyone is scoring 20 like I planned. right? Right? I think. And yeah, I got the water and the maid. Perfect. So I got all the. I mean, I should crush this, right? Unless they just go crazy here. All right, so they're just going to play for a while. The animals gain 10 for each animal I control, which is none. And next, gain 10 for each myth I control, which is none. Okay, this is clearly a swingy one. And next, gain 1 for each one on cards in all players' play areas. That one guy. What? What? Okay, well, there's a 1 there for each one. I mean, this counts itself, right? There's 2 ones. So that's 2. There's another 1. 3. Am I really supposed to do this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I like how this card is like representing 13 annoyance, 14. My gosh. Okay, I don't have that many actually. Oh, that copy is hers, so nothing. 15? Did I say 14? 15? We'll say 15. Right. There we go. And that's 7. Last one. Gain 10 for each fire, which is also none. Wow, man. All right. So I definitely rocked them, right? I have to have. So they get 85 because it's my second battle. So that gets them to 100 exactly. Boop. And they don't have a magic, and they do have a water. So 115. And then I think everyone scores 20. So it's just a straight up 136. And then I have both of these 166. Yeah. All right, so yeah, they're going to get 20 more, but let's ramp things up a bit. I'm still playing on basic difficulty here, so we're going to try the next level up where they get 3 of their 4 accessories, and they'll also get 20 free points in the scoring phase, so it'll be 95. All right, so this is the Star Wars parody boss deck, I think. Okay, so Pocket Constellation. For each opponent, you gain 40 if any stars appear more than once in that opponent's tableau. Oh, man. For each opponent, you gain 40 if any element appear. Okay, I see where this is going. If I don't have completely unique things, this is not going to work. So they would have gained at least 120 plus 95. That'd be over 200, and that's even before, what do their cards do? Pick up the leftmost card in his tableau and pass it to the player's left. If there's only one opponent, they discard their card and replace it with, oh god, it just randomly like messes up my cards. Each time an opponent's card is flipped face down, that opponent loses 10. Okay, what kind of things? Each player gains the top card of the store and reveals it. After you play your next card, turn all face-down cards face up again. Oh, and then cards get... Okay. Other players must play their... What? Other players must play their cards at random? Top means while it's their rightmost card, so it's not forever. Starting to your left and moving left, each player discards a card at random. Then add the top 2 cards of the store to their hand. So he's just like... They're just messing up with our cards and like giving us random things to deal with. I don't think I have to redo my deck completely, because they don't have much clashing or ability to flip things. Oh, wait, let's unflip a card. Yeah. So I want to diversify my stuff so I'm not repeating whichever ones pop up for their accessories, right? Yeah, okay, we'll try that out. All right, here we go, round 3. I've raised the difficulty up. I didn't change my deck like a ton. I just tried to avoid doubles, which is good because look, they'll get 40 if we repeat an element, which is these things. 40 if we repeat a type, and 40 for, oh crud, I actually didn't pay enough attention to this one. 40 if we repeat a star. It's fine. I mean, if they get a 40 here and there, it's still okay because they're only getting 95, and I definitely have the capacity to get more than that. Especially look at this new cool thing I got to, Explore and Exploit. You have an additional slot for a deck box, so I can have 2. I lose 30 points, but one of my deck boxes score twice. Oh, actually, I guess it's not as good as I thought. So it's basically going to double 40 to 80 and then lose 30. So I'm going to get 50 instead of 40. But hey, I mean, it's basically free, so that's okay. And yeah, I got some new people. I got this star. Put 10 +1 tokens on any card. Oh, wait, it's if it flips. I was paying attention. Yeah, this is crud. Okay, I'll discard that for Link, maybe. These you've seen before, I'm probably just going to discard them. This one's new. I stole this from the boss's deck and then kept it. After you play your next card, turn all face-down cards face up again. Each other player loses 20 for each of their cards unflipped this way. I don't know if any of their cards will flip, but it seems like a nice way. Although I already have so much flip protection. Maybe I won't use this. But it is a blue, and I think it might be the only blue I kept. I have my Slime back and Link, because I still want to get to under 5 cards. I kept 10, because remember they had like a lot of discard effects. And then here's the one that I'm kind of torn on. This is Blizzard Angst instead of Cloud. They're both soldiers, which means I would lose 40 points, or they would gain 40 points. But look, it's gain 6 for each empty slot in my tableau. So it means it'd be 30. And if it ever flips, I lose 30. Yeah, I'm not really sure which of these things I'm going to play. Kind of depends a bit on which way they go. But the one thing I did keep was her for getting people adjacent to her to score 20. And yeah, let's. I don't know if I should start out with Link anymore. I'm kind of like scared now. So maybe as is the next turn. Blizzard or Link? Blizzard or Link? I'll try Link. I just hope that discarding too many cards doesn't mess me up. All right, so I don't care about which one is better. Which one is like nothing? Oh, that's right. The thing is a magic wand, which she has, and it's wait, no, it's the same as last time. Hold on, I didn't move these over. It's air and soldier, so I gotta play my slime. That's my only air, I believe. Yeah. And then Link's a soldier or Blizzard is, although I'm not planning to play Blizzard. Actually, yeah, you know what? Let's discard Blizzard for Link and the Grimoire and the Knight Captain. So that'll get me 19, 26. So now I'm down to 5 more cards. Wait, is that right? Did I forget to keep an extra one? All right, well, it should be fine. All right, now let's see what they're doing. Constellation Man. Each opponent picks up the leftmost card in his tableau and passes it to the... Oh, that's right. If there's only one opponent, they discard their leftmost card and replace it with the top of the store. Well, that's okay. I mean, Link already did what he was meant to do. And sorry, I should have added stars to him. So instead, I've got Apprenticed Alchemist Marl. Which game was Marl? Wasn't that Chrono Trigger? Play. You may play... Oh, that's right. It doesn't matter. So if she gets flipped, you may copy a play effect on an adjacent card. She's a... Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, I don't really care about playing the Space Detective, but if I can't play Welsie, that would really suck. God, because that's 40 more points for them. Well, we'll figure it out. All right, but that's it for now for them. Oh, so now actually I can safely play... Where did Cloud go? I freaking discarded him? Why did I knew it. Gosh darn it. Okay, that's fine. It means I'm not going to get the soldier bonus. I can still get the air bonus. So sure, let's go ahead and do this, I guess. So each player must discard a card. So the Space Detective, I don't want to double up with. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the Space Detective because the star is actually safe to play now. Oh, crud, I kept Tia. Why did I get rid of Cloud? Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I'll get rid of the Space Detective, I think. So that's different type. So that's a Citizen. So that's 7. Let's see if we get 7 more. They discard Yodo. And yes, okay, so we're getting 14. So that gets us to 40. Then I can swap these with my power, which gets us another 5. Now I'm down to 3 cards, so I can't accidentally mess up my deck, but if they make me discard more, I could be in trouble. All right. No Modor, the sentient planet. Ongoing. Each time an opponent's card is flipped face down, that opponent loses 10. I mean, do they have any way to flip my things face down? I don't care about that at all. Okay, back to me. I want to get, her going. Although, well, it's fine. I mean, I'm giving them 40 points, but I'm earning back 60, I think. So I'll play her there, and then I'll swap them. And now they're both getting 20 during scoring phase. Although, man, if she gets flipped, then everything flips, right? Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I move them, so I get 5 more points. So I'm at 50. All right, and Mitsupitsila, so that DC Comics character. At the start of each of your turns, each opponent must unflip a card in their tableau. Add a +1 token on this card. Why do they think? Like, do they think I'm flipping a lot of things? Do they have somebody that's supposed to flip? Whatever, it's fine. Okay. This one's not going to hurt us at all, so let's do that in case they discard something. So if he gets flipped, he gets +10 tokens, but otherwise he's going to score equal to the highest star value. Oh, and look, actually, 6, 8, 5, 7. I haven't repeated star. Fred, why am I not paying attention? It's fine. But until then, I hadn't repeated star values. Make me discard this card. I'd be totally fine with that, opponent. And I can swap somebody. Does it matter if I do? Because he can score. So I guess I can swap like these 2 without negatives and get 5. I think I can. By the way, I think I can swap over and over again. I'm actually not 100% sure about that. All right, what are they doing now? Spaceman Wrestler. Other players must play their cards at random. Well, that's fine. I only have one. I don't want to play this. Man. Okay. So that's a scoring effect. So I'm done. And now, top players must play cards from the aftermarket and not play cards from their hand. Wait a frigid second. Do I have to play cards from the stupid aftermarket? That means I can play cards. That means I'm not going to get my deck box. That means, oh my gosh. No, you stupid. Is there any way I can avoid this? Oh, wait, I'm dumb. I'm totally fine. I forgot that the aftermarket gets cleared out at the end of the deck building phase. I'd already done that. And you only get more cards in here if there are clashes during the play phase. So I'm fine. I can pass freely. Now let's play their last card, Star Thief Galacti. Each player gains the top card of the store and reveals it. Wait, they're not going to force me to play it. Now do I have to play a card? Gain points equal to the combined star of all cards revealed this way. All right, so I gain Yoshi Barkley. And they gain Crazy Maximilian. 11 points for them. But yeah, now gain. Let me go look up what gain means. I mean, I'm going to take the worst interpretation and say that I have this card in my hand now. I have to play it. What the heck are you even doing, Yoshi? Making me lose is what you're doing. Thwomp. Play. If the card to the left has a lower star than this, which it doesn't, flip it and gain 10. This does nothing. Do I? Okay, whatever. So if I do that, I guess I can still swap two things. So I'll just swap my 8. No, because that guy's scoring, so I don't want to do that. So I'll swap my, I guess my 8 and my 7. That'd be fine. So that would get me 7, which would get me to 62. Maybe I'll still win. Maybe I'll still win. Maybe I won't. All right, then we go to the scoring phase. Okay, so don't worry about them for a second. Score. Okay, so 20, 40, 60. The combined star of all Earth people, 16. So 76. Highest star value is 8. So 84. Nothing for Yoshi. Nothing for this. Sadness. Oh, God, no! 54. I still lose this, even though I... okay, 54. And then I don't have a freaking soldier, but I have an heir. So 54, 79. So that's 130, 141. It's not enough. So they got 11. They get 95. So that brings them to 106. And then did we repeat an element? Yes, freaking tree. So that's 40. 146. So I'm already losing? And then did we repeat a type? Which is these. Yes, because of freaking Yoshi. We repeated animals. And oh no, and never mind. We'd already repeated mages, so I guess I was getting that one no matter what. And then did we repeat star values? Yeah, because I was an idiot and didn't pay attention. So that gets me to 226. Now let's see for a second. If I didn't have to play Yoshi, that would have gotten me another, which would have been 221. Oh man, would I still have lost? Crud, I guess I would. Okay, that makes me feel better. Dang, man, I thought I had them. Well, no, hold on, because Yoshi repeated the animal. Yeah. So but I already had the type, and I had stupidly done that. Yeah, legitimately. I think I would have lost either way, whether I had to play that card or not. But that's cool. I got through 3 rounds, and I did go up to the harder difficulty, so I don't feel too bad about that. Definitely built my deck a little wonkily there, and forgot about all the weird stuff they could do to me. But that was Millennium Blades. It should have a new crowdfunding campaign coming up sometime soon here. And the competitive play has even more things going on, like you're building sets of cards that earn extra victory points and things. But I really enjoy the co-op play. It's definitely still fun for me. So if you want a game that's really weird but pretty fun and strategic, check this out. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'm going to close it out with a big thank you to our highest tier Patreon supporters. That's Minkus, J. Willie MF, Steve Wren, and Pedro Lucas. So grateful to all of you and all our amazing supporters out there. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.